Rachel, has that been, but is that consistent, in your opinion, Rachel, with what the rest of this administration has looked like? Because that one sentence in there, it's well known, referring to President Bush, that he and I disagreed about the war from its outset, yet no one could doubt President Bush's support for our troops or his love of country and commitment to our security. There are people who support President Obama who would howl at hearing that said aloud more than once. Once again, contextualize this in terms of the entire administration.
Yeah, I think that we shouldn't get past how remarkable it is how much the proponents of the Iraq war are getting off easy here. I mean, we've got Paul Wolfowitz and John Bolton and these guys like out now offering their suggestions on what ought to happen in Iraq next. Paul Wolfowitz, who said that the war would pay for itself, that we wouldn't have to spend any money there. And to have in this speech, as combat operations are ending, to have, as you point out, Keith, the president not only not addressing the circumstances in which we went to war, but these kind words for President Bush describing his commitment to our security despite the recklessness with which President Bush discarded that national security in favor of this war of choice, which only diminished our security and is responsible probably for the Afghanistan war still going on today, for the deaths of people who have died in Afghanistan after the time after which that war would have ended had we not gone to Iraq, not to mention all of the people who died in Iraq. To talk about him having a demonstrated commitment to our security, having started this war in the terms in which he started it, I mean, it's beyond restraint from President Obama, and anybody in the pro-Iraq war, pro-Bush camp who doesn't feel like they've been given the greatest political present they never deserved was not listening to this speech.
They won't.